What's going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to episode 27 of the Bristol Rovers career mode series. And first of all, we're going to be having a little look at the top goal scorers, and the top goal scorer, of course, is Ryan Brunt on 5 goals. He's been on fire recently, but despite that, we're still in 5th place and we're going into a very crucial game here against Barnsley. This could decide whether we get promoted or not. I know it's very early in the season to say that, and we're only 3 or 4 games in, but Barnsley are currently top. If we lose this, we could drop down to about 8th or 9th, and they will carry on their win streak, which is currently 5 or 4 wins, I think it is. So this is a crucial match to win. If we can win this match, I'll be very, very happy indeed. And yeah, it's an important match, and we are playing at home against Barnsley. Barnsley do have quite a solid side, and I'm not actually sure if they were in the Championship last year. I'm really interested to know actually now, but I'm pretty sure they are. You can see there, they haven't even lost a game so far. 4 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses, perfect goal difference. They just look to be on fire, and we start things off very, very well here, straight from kickoff. Sending the striker all the way up the pitch. Jonjo O'Toole manages to keep the ball on despite a bad pass. Crosses the ball in, and unfortunately Ryan Brunt's header just goes wide of the post. That would have been a great way to start off this game. This is an important game, as I've said, and if we could have started off with a goal from Ryan Brunt, that would have been brilliant. It was a great cross from Jonjo O'Toole into the box, and it should have been a better finish in retrospect. But nevertheless here, really good passing play, and of all players, Michael Smith is in acres of space there. Don't know how he's got into that kind of space to create that chance and make it 1-0, but it's a great finish as well. Look at this, passing it around, just hoping that someone would make a run, and Michael Smith, our right back, makes a run all the way down from the right hand side of the pitch from the defence. That is a good finish. He's got about 27 finishing, and for a player of his calibre to finish that kind of chance, you know, Emile Sinclair's been struggling to finish those kind of chances this season. That is a real surprise, and Leighton here making a great save. Some lovely ping-pong FIFA there once again, and that is something I'm really struggling with. When ping-pong FIFA happens, it's very difficult to defend against, and that could have been a penalty there, but luckily it wasn't quite enough to warrant a penalty. But nevertheless, we do go into half-time, 1-0 up, very, very good, and Michael Smith really the star man of that build-up play, and making it 1-0 at half-time. And it gave us a lot of momentum going into half-time, because we didn't have too many chances, but the chances that we did have were taken very, very well, and thank goodness Leighton did manage to make that save. You can see there we had 1 shot on target, that was from Michael Smith. Our possession was just dominant. It's as simple as that. I don't know what Barnsley were doing, but they just were tracking back a lot. That's all I can really say. They weren't really pushing that many men forward, and it left a few gaps in certain places. And if they were doing that in every single other game that they've won this season, I struggle to know how they've won every single one of their games. But nevertheless, I make a horrible mistake here with the man that did score our first goal, Michael Smith. I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to be cocky and pass it round the back and just kind of wait out the game, I guess. And it really does cost me. They get a goal back there. Really nice little finesse shot under Leighton. And I'm pretty sure that was Tom Parks there who missed the header. It might have been Bailey Wright though. Whoever it was, it should have been hit on target. But nevertheless, a few minutes later, who's on the back post? Of course it is Emile Sinclair getting a goal when it's most needed. Maybe I need to stop giving him stick, because that is a great cross from Joe Widdowson for a first, and a great header from Emile Sinclair just a few minutes after Barnsley do manage to equalise. But it was an undeserved equaliser, because we were really dominant in this game, especially possession wise. We were keeping hold of the ball very, very well, and that was a deserved goal. And thank goodness Emile Sinclair managed to score that goal, because that does indeed mean that we do first of all, get Emile Sinclair's debut goal in the Football League One, but also, more importantly, we take down the 3 points, and the Bristol Rovers fans there very, very happy with that performance. Although I probably shouldn't have made that mistake, and it probably should have been 2-0. I don't know. Either way, it was still a good result, and we do manage to pick up the 3 points, but no clean sheet, which is a bit disappointing. But I'm pretty sure that that does put us in good standing in the Football League One table, but yeah, we were playing very, very well. But right after this game, we've got transfer deadline day action, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting deadline day. Let's just say that we do sign a couple of players, and I know that someone in the comment section below did tell me to sign Thiago from the Super League, I think it was, and I did try and sign him. But you'll see if I do actually manage to sign him or not. And you can see here, Pat Keary, another offer from Shelbourne for one of my youngsters. And I just go ahead and accept it. I think they're an Irish team, Shelbourne, if I'm right in saying they're in the Atricity League. And I do accept that. And yes, he is out of the club, Pat Keary. And it's not too much of a loss, to be honest, because he's not a good player. It's as simple as that. He's very unhappy at the club. Might as well let him go. But Adam Reid, the transfer offer from Burton Albion was accepted for him, which is fantastic news, because that does mean that although we are losing a player, we will be bringing a better player to the club with heaps more potential. And you can see here me trying to sign Thiago, and he's worth 90,000, which is nothing. Maybe I'll try and pick him up in January for free, because I think I'll be able to do that, because he's only got 11 months left on his contract at the moment, and in January he's only 25, which means that I can sign him on a pre-contract in January. So maybe that's what I'll do if you guys want me to do that as a replacement for Matt Gill, as he is retiring at the end of this season. So I do need to find a long-term replacement, and maybe that is the answer, getting Thiago. Not 100% sure though, because I'm not so sure his overall is that good, but I did look him up on Foothead and he does look fairly alright. But you can see here that I do pick up Billy Bingham as well, another player that's at the club, and I do lose out on Shernan Klukas and also Oliver Norburn, but they are just going to be better players for us. It's as simple as that. And you can see we're going to squad report here, and once again, if you want to see any players growing, then just pause the video. But Ryan Gould doing really, really well there. Well, not doing really, really well actually. Ryan Brunt was the person I was trying to say that's doing really well. And you can see there Matt Gill was retiring at the end of the season. Frank Doyle doing well. I'm not giving him game time, and the reason I'm not giving him game time, I know you guys have been telling me to give him game time, but the reason is I don't think that he needs it at the moment, because he's such a young player. If I leave him on the bench, he's still going to be growing and growing and growing. And if he stops growing, I'll give him some more game time. It's as simple as that. But if he continues to grow at the rate he is growing at, then it's all going to be fine and dandy, and he'll be in the first team before you know it. And a few players have grown. A few of our reserve players, such as Josh Southway and Alberto Junior Guevara, our free agent, and a few other players that are out on loan. But this guy here, Gerard Hughes, the guy that I did spend most of my transfer budget on to bring him to the club, looks really good. I think I got him, and the only problem that I can see with him is his low work rates, which is a real bummer. I've really dislike the fact that he's got low work rates, but he's 59 overall at 16. That is perfect for us. He's going to slot straight into the bench, probably ahead of Matt Gill. I'm not 100% sure. I feel kind of guilty dropping Matt Gill to the reserves if I have to do that, but you know what, I think I'll probably leave our youngster in the reserves, our Republic of Ireland youngster in the reserves, just for a little bit longer, so that he gains a bit more experience, and then I might give him a few games later on in the season, maybe in games that don't really matter that much and are against lower league sides. But you can see we're going into a Capital One Cup game, and guess who it's up against? That's right, QPR, my old team that I did a career mode with not too long ago actually. And the first chance here comes to Remy. Remy has a shot, but the rebound falls to, I think it might have been Granero, not 100% sure, but yeah, it was really kind of interesting to be playing against QPR. I have mixed feelings in this game, and yeah, I do love QPR as a team. They're a really good team in FIFA, and I love doing that career mode. And if you want to check that career mode out, if you're a new subscriber, then I may link it down in the description, the last episode that I ever did. And you can see here, Julio Cesar showing why he's a boss. He was a boss for me, and he's a boss for the AI. Look at that save. Ryan Gould couldn't do any more than that. And Julio Cesar pulled off a fantastic save from a decent shot from Ryan Gould. But we do go into half-time, 1-0 down, very disappointing. And that was from a stupid little passing mistake from Bingham, I think it was. And that is our new player that we've brought in. Not a great debut for him so far. Charlie Austin, it actually was that got the goal for QPR. And QPR were playing very, very well. They were playing good possession football. And it was interesting to see the players they had in the lineup as well. They had Granero on the bench, but they were playing players like Joey Barton in the game. But you can see there, despite having 4 shots on target, I couldn't quite get it past the QPR defence. You guys, long-term subscribers, do know how solid the QPR defence is with Emma and Anuaha in that defensive line. Also, Yoon Suk Young, they were playing in this game, and I think Danny Simpson as well, the ex-Newcastle United right back. But we do manage to get a chance here. Max Clayton picks up the ball, crosses it in, and Julio Cesar makes a horrific mistake there to come off of his line. And it's a simple tap in for Emile Sinclair. And that is his 3rd or 2nd goal in the Capital One Cup. He seems to be performing a lot better in the cups than he is in the league, that's for sure. It seems that whenever I play him in a cup match, he just plays better. It's as simple as that. And maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just leave him on the bench for league games and then play him in cup matches. I'm not 100% sure, but it does end full time at 1-1, which I guess was an okay result because, you know, QPR weren't really that solid in the second half. They only had 3 shots on target, 2 are 5 shots on target, and we really did deserve to be in front. And well, just look at this, 94th minute, really sloppy defending again. I should have cleared that ball away, but I didn't, and it's as simple as that. It's a mistake that I'm going to have to come back and, you know, improve my game, because that's where I'm going wrong recently. Making mistakes at the back, and it showed in the last game. I made a mistake with Michael Smith being a bit too cocky, and I make a mistake here, and will it cost us? We'll find out later on in the episode. And, you know, QPR, it was a very, very interesting game. But look, this is one of the best goals that I've scored in FIFA 14 so far. Oh my god, talk about an Insta reply from Emile Sinclair. Really making a massive statement there to the QPR fans and to me as well. What a player this guy is. I didn't think he would be able to finish that. I didn't think any player in the game would be able to finish that. But what a finish it is from him. Really, really good finish. Taking it on the first touch, first time volley into the top right hand corner with his left foot. So much power on that. Not even Julio Cesar, one of the most well-rounded keepers in the game, couldn't even save that. And that's his 3rd goal in the Capital One Cup. He's been playing fantastically in this game, equalising in the 100th minute, doing very, very well indeed. But right here you can see in the 112th minute, this was still the first half of extra time, and they do get a corner in the 113th minute. And of course you can guess Anuaha with that OP head of his. I scored so many headers with him in the QPR Career Mode series, and that is a good goal from him. And, you know, I wasn't really too disappointed when Anuaha scored because it was QPR. If it was any other team, I would have been pretty pissed off at that point. But because it was QPR, I've kind of got mutual feelings for them. I'm kind of got a soft spot for them because they are my ex-career mode team that I did a career mode with. And we do lose this game 3-2. It was a very interesting game, very exciting game, and very good one at that. And unfortunately, we just miss out on going through. But guys, if you have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode and want more Career Mode from me, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another episode. Thanks for watching.